Thursday, June 22nd, 2023, the Nimishillen Township Board of Trustees. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We appreciate you coming out tonight for the trustees meeting. Fire Chief Rich Peterson is here, Road Superintendent Jamie May. Zoning Inspector Jeff Shipman could not be here. He has some family coming in town. Fiscal Officer Todd Bosley is here. Jennifer Leon, Vice President, John Keith, Trustee, and George Kiko, I am the President this year. We'll get right into the fire discussion. Go ahead and take it away. Rich.
First item, just want to let you know the new ambulance has been delivered and it is in service. We got it sitting outside. If you guys want to take a look at it, but everything's not really well on it. I'm pleased to have it. So, second item is a resolution to list the 2005 International MedTech ambulance for auction on the govdeals.com website. That's the one that this will be replacing.
Motion. Second.
I have a motion to second. Voting, please.
George?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
Don?
Yes.
Okay.
Next item is a resolution to approve the April 2023 and May 2023 fire reports. We had a total of 120 emergency incidents in April and 135 in May.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Voting, please.
George?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
Don?
Yes.
And then the last item is we'd like to do the swearing-in ceremony for full-time firefighter paramedic Joe Turnbow and full-time firefighter paramedic Alexandria Brown.
Okay, very good. They're here. Ready to do this? Stand up here and we'll get you sworn in. This is the best part of the job. I'm gonna stand down below, so I'm tall, and I'm gonna have you guys stand up here. And then afterwards, after we swear you in, we're gonna give you the riot act and see exactly what you guys are all about and tell us about your families that are here supporting you. And it's nice that they can come out too to support you as well. So please raise your right hand and we'll say aye and then state your name. Ladies first. Say aye.
I, Alexandria Brown,
I, Joe Turnbow,
Do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear
do solemnly
You can say
swear
it together. That I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and the laws of the state of Ohio
and the laws of the state of Ohio
and the resolutions of the Board of Trustees
and the resolutions of the Board of Trustees
of Nimishillen Township,
of Nimishillen Township,
and that I will faithfully and honestly
and I will
faithfully and honestly
and impartially discharge my duties
and impartially discharge my duties
as a firefighter paramedic
as a firefighter
paramedic
of the Nimishillen Township Fire Department.
of
of the Nimishillen Township Fire Department.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So ladies first, tell us about yourself. We're very, very blessed in this township. We have a fantastic fire department led by Rich Peterson, who's been here a long, long time and does a fantastic job with our fire department. And these two have been brought on as full-time, and we're really fortunate as far as the township to have these folks as full-time firefighters. So go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us about your family.
All right, I'm Alexandria Brown. My husband is right here, Michael Brown. I've lived in the township, I grew up in the township, and now I get to serve the township, so that's great. I went to college and graduated, and then got into the fire service after that, so. And those are his parents, and then, where'd my dad go? Oh, right there, there's my dad. And then my sister and my nieces and nephews will also be here too. So.
Very good.
I'm Joe. I got my father-in-law and mother-in-law, Bob and Andrea. Got my wife Erin and 3 kids. The oldest is Sawyer, the middle is Waylon, and the youngest is Magnolia. I've been a part of this fire department for 4 years, and I love every minute of it. And I'm glad to be here.
Great. Give them a round of applause. And I believe there's, you said, you guys are excused. You don't have to stick around for the whole meeting. Sweet little Magnolia, get her back there and get her back there. So Peter can hear See you later.
Well, I see you just kind of out the window.
about everything.
Okay, on to the road. Jamie,
Number one, a resolution to accept the June 22nd, 2023 road report.
So moved.
Second.
have a motion and a second. Voting, please?
George,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Don.
Yes.
Okay, thanks, Jamie.
Thank you.
Todd, fiscal officer.
I just have one amendment. We're gonna do resolutions to proceed on 2 levies. These are ready. I just presented them to you and you signed it. So that would be for the 1 mil road levy and the 5 mil fire levy as presented.
Second.
Well, I need somebody to move.
Yeah, make the motion.
Make them,
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Voting, please?
George,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Don.
yes.
Number 2, approve the minutes for the June 8th, 2023 trustees meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Voting, please?
George,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Don.
Yes.
Number 3, approve payment to Huntington Bank for service charges in the amount of $125.27.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Voting, please?
George,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Don.
Yes.
We'll hit the zoning report real quick. Make a motion to accept the June 22nd, 2023 zoning report.
Second.
Motion and a second. Voting, please?
George,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Don.
Yes.
Okay, so we have concerns of the citizens. Is there anybody here that is speaking other than the zoning changes? Anything be like roads or fire, or anybody wanna speak besides that? Cause I have a list of 4 people up here that wanna speak regarding the zoning changes, and so we'll go ahead and,
George,
yeah,
you had another one who missed the paper,
oh,
so
okay, but regarding the zoning change though, okay. Okay. The first one is the, talking about the zoning change for 2 tracks, lot 127 and 128, in the Shilling allotment, section 30, Louisville, Ohio, from I-1 to R2. And if there's someone here to speak on behalf of for that or against, you can come forward. It's in the Shilling allotment. It's gonna come up. Go ahead and just state your name and your address. Are you Alicia?
Yeah, if he wants to go first, he can.
No, I mean, it's fine.
You go ahead, you got blueprints. I'd like to hear about it.
So we had submitted to change it
Need your name and address, I'm sorry.
to Robert Smith. I live at 10994 Marlboro in Alliance, 44601. We had petitioned to change the zoning to R2 to match the other parcels next to it. I had bought a property over there and then acquired the other land around it. My goal is to build structures on all those parcels, and then my employees are going to be living there with their families. So
Okay.
they're gonna be creating, property tax values, income tax values if it's subject to that for that area. I do own all the land across the street. I own a house on that street, and then these 4 parcels, one of which, the zoning was just industrial. It's literally right next to the one that's R2. And then I own all the properties across the street that I plan on changing eventually too.
So you're looking to change just the 2 lots, 127 and 128?
Yes.
Okay. And this was passed through regional planning, right? And our zoning board as well, both approved it, okay. Any questions? Any questions? Okay, would you like to speak?
Sure.
Thank you, Robert, appreciate it.
No problem.
My name is Alicia Perry. I live at 3801 Beck Avenue. Lived there for going on 9 years now. I'm actually adjacent to the properties that he's talking about doing. Yes, I've had, I wouldn't say change of heart or anything like that, but I would like to know what is going on with the properties. That's my main concern. I have small children myself. I don't want somebody going through there that's not the greatest for the neighborhood, you know what I mean? So that's my only thing in my driveway, is like right there. So I wanna know how close everything's gonna be. I don't wanna be set back.
Right. Yeah, and I'm sure, and I can't speak for the zoning as far as the inspector goes, but there's setback lines that are, that have to be met, you know, just as if you build any residence there, and that's your objective, is to build a duplex.
There's gonna be 4 duplexes on the street.
All 4 duplex.
So they'll all be, brand new, up to code. Norm here, who has, designed multiple properties for us over the years. Very tasteful, as you know, I buy a lot of real estate in Stark County. You know, we do stuff immediately. My goal as an employer in Stark County, if someone that has almost 40 employees, you know, we have a lot of the same problems around here where, you know, rent's going up through the roof, the interest rates are going, everybody knows what goes on, but my goal is, and what I've done with a lot of other properties, is I will, you know, acquire them, renovate them, and then I offer them to my employees. You know, these are people that work for us every day. A couple of the, actually multiples of the employees that are actually gonna be living right there literally work a block away. So back in Mr. Jeffrey's Industrial Park back there, I, you know, occupy, I don't know, 30,000 square foot worth of buildings. We have, I think, probably almost 20 employees there. So I'm going to basically offer those to our employees right away. I mean, you know, they're long-term employees, and we're just looking to offset some of the costs. I mean, I don't have to, you know, rent those out for full blast. I mean, but it will be, you know, very tasteful, very clean. I mean, you can ask Norm as far as all of our properties. I mean, oh, is he?
You're related to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, Norm's seen a lot of the properties that we've done, commercial and habitational, over the years. He's been involved with a lot of them, and they always turn out the way we plan. We go in, we take a property that doesn't look very well, and then we turn around and make it look great. And back to property, as far as those properties go, you know, we're just basically gonna build fancy duplexes on them. I mean, it should increase your property value, if anything. And then as far as the employees that, you know, that'll be there, I mean, these are people, every other employee that we have that occupy any of our other rental properties, I mean, they're long-term people, family, kids. You know, most of them live there for a couple of years, and then they buy a house and move on to other bigger stuff. And it just works out good, but I'm looking just to offset the expenses for my employees to create more value. So, you know, if I pay somebody $25 an hour that works for me, or $40 an hour, whatever it is, you know, for them to have another employer in the area or another county that offers them $5 an hour more, you know, it might not be worth it for them just to, you know, pull up roots and take off for them if, you know, if they basically have a house, instead of it costing $1,500 a month, $1,800 a month, you know, like for instance, that Redwood Apartments, I mean, those start at $1,600 a month for a 2-bedroom. So, you know, these will be beautiful landscape. They'll actually be fancier than those. And that's the goal.
This has already been through the appeals board, correct? And it's cleared, and it's just kind of, right, both, I mean, it went through all the channels.
Yes.
And everybody thumbs up, yes.
Right.
That's- I seen regional plannings.
Yeah. If there's a problem, you get to go see Norm then at Christmas or whatever.
Yeah.
So indeed, do we have to have a resolution on that, so it's the appeal board?
Well, no,
that
we have to
pass?
vote, we
Yeah,
have to.
we
approve
ultimately
it.
make
We
the
gotta, we gotta approve that,
Yeah.
even though it went with,
Yeah,
okay, just double check, thank you.
So, okay, thank you very much. I appreciate you coming in.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Anybody else on this matter?
I don't have the plans today.
You wanna make a motion?
Sure.
Somebody wanna make a motion?
Okay, I make a motion to approve the zoning change for 2 tracts, lots 127 and 128 in CE Shilling allotment, southeast quarter section 30, Louisville, Ohio 44641, from I2 to R2.
Second,
A motion to second, voting please?
George,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Don.
yes.
Great,
Thank you.
thank you. Okay, now we have discussion on approved zoning change for a quarter, 0.28 acre southwest corner of Man and Fruitland in the southwest corner section, 29, from R1 to R2. So that's in the southwest corner section of Man, and I've driven by this as well, from R1 to R2. Is there anyone that wants to speak for or against? State your name and your address.
My name is Randy, 9800 Georgetown. I just signed that in case you guys had any questions or anything. I know it already went through all the channels. If there was any concerns that you guys had, I signed signed that so that you could.
I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you very much.
Other than that, I think we've already been through
Okay.
everything we need to say.
All right, hey, thank you, Michael. Anybody else? Okay, can I get a motion, please?
I make a motion to approve the zoning change for one tract, 0.28 acres, southwest corner of Van and Fruitland and southwest quarter, section 29 from R1 to R2.
Second.
The motion is second, voting please?
George,
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
And Don.
Yes.
Okay. There was a third one that was originally on the agenda that is not on the agenda and will not be voted on tonight, just so, I don't know if that's what the other people had come up to talk about. Joe?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, and then also Bo? Yeah, that's not on the agenda. There was a problem with,
Didn't
regional
go to
planning.
regional.
Yeah, there was a technicality with
through
regional
ours.
planning, didn't go through regional planning.
Will we get a
Could I-
letter again?
Yeah, I would think so, yes. I would imagine, yeah, they're gonna have.
Do you want to speak anyhow?
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead.
Yeah,
and do
let's
that.
do that.
Just in case, right?
Yeah.
Like, You're
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
you're here, you might as well.
Yeah,
No.
we will have to go through all the channels and any hearings that you guys will be notified again of.
Okay.
Well, Joe didn't get a letter, but we did, so
Yeah.
he needs to be on the list.
Yeah, state your name, Joe, would you please?
My name's Joe Mogus, I live at 4285 Fargo Avenue. And actually, that's why I wanted to talk tonight, because the one concern we have is the water issue there. And I noticed when we had those two big storms over those 2 different weekends, well, apparently something got blown in the ditch, and I got caught down in that culvert. There's a grading on Fargo Avenue there, and I think it's just blocked right on the other side of that grading. Because I walked it one day, because it's bubbling up through the grading. So I actually walked where the culvert goes all the way across that property. There's another grading about halfway across that property. Well, there's nothing in it.
Oh, there was nothing in it.
Nothing there. And then at the end of the pipe, there was nothing coming out of it. So in order for it to reach the new part that you just put in on Sunnyside, that's gonna have to be addressed. That's the other thing, I thought maybe,
The runoff.
yeah, just to do that, because I know if the guy, whatever happens with the zoning, if the guy does build, he's probably gonna culvert that one ditch, and that's gonna bring all that all the way up.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, this just happened. I think it happened during one of those 2 storms we
Okay.
had. Because when the water was bubbling up, so I walked down there, I didn't know that the township was allowed to do that, so I did it. Since I'm being a private citizen, I
Oh,
just
yeah.
walked the property and seen it.
Okay, so was the backup on,
It's on Fargo Avenue,
okay,
and then the culvert runs due west.
Through
across
the-
this-
through the
across-
property?
Yeah, through his property.
Okay.
But I got a feeling it's just plugged, just not too far down from the grading.
Okay.
Because I don't.
So that would be private property then, once it goes on west.
That goes through the OK.
Yes.
property, yes. I don't know, that would probably be their responsibility.
To get that opened up.
We can go look at it and check it out.
Yeah, could you make a note to check on it in the next few days or so?
Yeah, I thought before he got started on whatever he was gonna
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Okay. How's the property itself as far as?
Oh, fine. Yeah, he's done a wonderful job with that, actually, and whatever work does go on there is very, noise-wise, is very minimal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's
Working
been a
on
good
Jeeps,
neighbor. I'm
I
just
saw some Jeeps.
concerned about the water issue once they start doing stuff, and
Yeah.
just so it keeps moving. The water keeps moving.
Well, it is nice to see the new the buildings revamped.
Oh.
Gravel again.
Yeah, they've been good neighbors as far as I know, I mean,
Okay.
as far as I go. So,
All right.
I'm-
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Bo? State your name and your address, please.
Oh, Jack, 4240 Fargo, Northeast Louisville. Well, when we had them hard rains, they backed up in the ditches. They'd already washed the parking lot out. You can see where it went down to.
Okay.
The culvert Joe's talking about, going across the property, he's on an 8-inch culvert. When they put it in, I told him it wouldn't work anyway. We're coming off a 12-inch, going down to the 8-inch, and it just won't handle the water. Yes, there's something plugged in there right now, but the water issue is our biggest concern, because when we get hard rains, my backyard's like a river. Comes down, and it just, the kid's house across the street is always washes his parking driveway out, and it keeps right on going down into the parking lot. So the water issue is the biggest thing we're concerned about with all of this going on right now.
Okay.
And one more thing, the dirt that they took out of the inside of the khakis, it's oil and everything else, it's contaminated. What are they gonna do with that dirt and stuff now?
Where's the dirt at now? Do you-
It's sitting in the parking lot.
Sitting in the parking lot.
Right.
Yeah, we'll have to.
So what they did, they, took all the old concrete out and dirt and that, and then they redone it and left all that stuff set outside.
Okay.
Okay?
Very good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bo, I appreciate you. Okay. We wanted everyone to know too, residents are able to sign up on our website to receive email notices of changes or additions to the regularly scheduled trustees meeting, and the zoning meeting, other legal notices, and videos being added to the website. To sign up, go to nimishillentownship.com and choose the subscribe tab. And the reason we're saying that is the Louisville Herald next week is the last run of paper. So if you want to, be informed, you can kind of subscribe to our nimishillentownship.com and get that sent directly to your email. Okay? Anything else? No. Okay, motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion to second, voting please?
George?
Yes.
Jennifer? Yes. Don?
Okay, everybody, thanks for coming in.